Yo, so we are officially in a recession. And I want to say this up front, you guys. That the second quarter of the GDP was down like 0.9%. While we're technically maybe in a recession, we're not really in that bad of a recession. But I want to be real with you. What are the three things you should be focusing on right now if you are debt free and you're trying to get a bag? Here's the truth. Millionaires are made during a recession. You may not make $1 million, but millionaires who position themselves correctly come out of a recession with wealth, with millions, with a business, with something. And I want to give you 3 money moves plus a possible bonus. You got to watch all the way to the end on what are the 3 money moves you should be making right now that's going to make you a millionaire within this year to next year. Here's number 1. Real estate. Listen, I'm gonna say it up front. Real estate. I get it. Prices. The interest rate is high right now because of inflation. We're at about 5.5. But I have been seeing that some people are actually going down to like 4.5%. So listen, if you are in the market and you can make an investment into real estate, right now, the renting market is a beast. Hear me clearly. Rents, if you own a spot, you are renting it. Oh my goodness. You are actually making money because you can go up on rent. So again, if you're debt free, if you got a fully funded emergency fund and you really want to get into, what are some things you should be doing right now, real estate is the way to go. And watch this. Let's say you don't want to get into a mortgage because you actually, you don't have a home. No, cool, great. You need to get into a mortgage. You need to get in position to where you can start building wealth. You can start building assets. You can start building some margin, you know what I'm saying? Some equity for yourself. But right now, buying land, woo, buying vacant homes, woo, and buying some real estate is amazing. One of the things that I've been doing here recently is I've been actually just purchasing land, putting it into the trust, and I'm gonna let it sit there for my kids. Because while I may not use the land today, I'm gonna pass it down to my kids. Check this out. That's 20, 30 years from now. They can have it, they can sell it, they can rent it out, and the land will be worth 10 times more than what I paid for it today. One thing I've been doing has been going out there and buying land that maybe older people cannot afford to pay the taxes on anymore. So I'll go in there, pay the taxes, boom, buy it off, buy it from them and continue paying the taxes and letting it sit. Another thing that I'm also doing too is I'm actually getting into Airbnbs and getting into homes for short rentals. The home that I actually live in right now is a home that we're gonna be flipping into I call it like a master's home or an executive home. So when I move, this is gonna be for executives because I'm in a DMV area, right? So any hospitals and doctors and nurses, they can actually come this way and live in this beautiful home, right? Because of that. So what am I saying? If you really want to get into the real estate, I get it. Prices of homes are a little high, but let me be honest with you. Prices of homes are not going to go back down. The interest rate will go back down. So if you're in a good financial position today, buying a home is still a great option. And if you want some help with getting into a home, help get into an investment, homes, I want you to reach out to my friends over at Churchill Mortgage. Go to AnthonyONeal.com/Churchill. They have the best interest rates in the world, and they're going to lock you in it for 90 days. And they're going to help you and guarantee you financing by adding $5,000 onto your pre-approval for your earnest money. What this does is it guarantees you to the seller that you are guaranteed approved, and they get you a quick guarantee approval returned, within a matter of 24 hours. So go to AnthonyONeal.com/Churchill because right now is a great time to be purchasing real estate if you want to position yourself to be wealthy during a recession. All right, let's keep it going because this is going to be a short video today because I want to drop these facts and get straight to it because I'm telling you right now, what I'm seeing in the market, we are going to become millionaires. Here's number 2. Start a business. And the fastest small type of business that is growing, the fastest growing small type of business is content creation. What I do. I'm on YouTube, I'm on podcasts, I blog, I provide content. I've been able to work in the financial space for the last 10 years, right? And I've been able to take what I've learned and what I am learning and position this on YouTube because I'm passionate about it. And y'all, I've been able to be, I've been blessed to where we've been able to build a 7-figure business just off of what I'm passionate about, just off of serving people. Forbes came out and said that the fastest growing type of small business is content creations. As of content creators, as of April of 2022, this industry was worth $20 billion. They say by the end of December 2022, it will be worth over $200 billion. Wouldn't you like to have at least 1 million of that? Or heck, wouldn't you just like to have at least 100,000, 200,000 of that? Listen, you have people who, let's say for an example, they're good at teaching, right? They're good at teaching people. Well, listen, y'all, you could take that skill set that you have, jump on YouTube and teach other people who want to be teachers and teach them what are you doing? How are you creating your course outline for your classes? How are you communicating to kids? How are you teaching kids? Let's say that you like finances like me and you got out of debt. You can get on here and you can show people how you got out of debt. Check this out. You probably say, well, Anthony, why, if I'm in finances, well, I want to get on YouTube and compete against you, compete against Dave Ramsey, compete against Earn Your Leisure. For one, you're not competing against me because there are certain people who will listen to you who will not listen to me. There are billions of people on this earth. You only need 2,000 of them to make $1 million. 2,000 times $490 something is going to get you $1 million. So if you can grow you a tribe of 10,000 people and get 2,000 of them to spend $500 on you throughout a calendar of 365 days, you're a millionaire. You've made $1 million. And I'm not trying to boast, but my team and I, we have been able to do that plus some. Why? Because we're passionate, because we love serving people, and we understand that, hey, there are certain people who will listen to me who won't listen to anyone else. And so I serve them passionately. And so right now during a recession, getting the education, getting surrounded with people who are doing that, think about it. What if you could start the content creation stuff on the side? You have your 9-to-5 job, but over here you're coming home and you're working for yourself for an hour, 2 hours. You're shooting content. Maybe you don't like being on the camera. Okay, cool. Get off the camera and get in front of a mic and just do a podcast. Maybe you don't like writing. Maybe you don't like talking and being on the camera. Okay, cool. Maybe you like writing. Get on the blog. My sister is a blogger, and she's making money blogging, okay? You can easily make an extra $1,000 to $5,000 to $100,000 a month, depending on how you work the system. I know you're probably saying, Anthony, well, how do I start that? Well, here's the thing. I want you to text the word 6brand to 615-930-3431. I'm gonna put all this information in today's show notes. Again, that's 615-930-3431. Text the word 6brand. And from there, I am launching a course and a private mastermind next month. Very, very affordable the course is. And I'm gonna teach you how to go from idea to implementation. How to take your ideas inside your head and turn that into an implementation. How you can start making an extra $1,000, an extra $5,000 on the side. And you can really, if you really want to work it, you can make 6 figures a month doing it from home. This is not for everybody. But last year during COVID, man, that is, so many people got the courses, they got the education, and by the time we got out of COVID, the hard part of COVID, man, you had people making an extra $1 million, $2 million a year just from content creation. Forbes said it. It's gonna be a $200 billion industry. You only need 100,000 of it right now. But if you really wanna work it, let me help you get to 1 million of it. So number one, it's gonna be real estate. Number two, it's gonna be content creation or starting a business. Here's number three. We got to really stop tipping the government. Well, Anthony, what does that do about building wealth? Listen, when you have a business, there are some tax advantages that you can now have. Okay. One of them that you could do is, man, if you have a business, like my studio is in our actual home, right? And so I'm actually able to deduct part of my home, part of the basement off, because this is where my team works. This is where we shoot our studio, this is where we shoot the shows. So I'm able to write off my basement in my home because of that. Not only that, you could be paying your kids, right? You could rent out your home to your business for 14 days a year. So when all my staff comes in, I rented out my home for $3,000 a day because all my staff came in for a little retreat for us to really talk and brainstorm and dream about the year 2022. I was actually able to personally rent my home to the business, and I was actually able to write it off. There's so many different things. The wealthy keep their money by starting a legit business. Not just creating a paper business so they can write off things, but not running a legit business. No. You have to start a legit business. Content creation is a legit business. And then you now take the tax advantages because now you're able to keep that money, put it back into your business to continue serving the people who you want to serve. That's it. Here's number 4. Here's the last one. It's a little tip. I gave you 3 plus 1. Here's a little tip. And I say this for last. You got to get into tech. One of the fastest growing jobs out there that are making people wealthy, giving them a salary of $200,000, $100,000 a year, is tech. And one of them is, I believe, is tech, like, get into data entry, get into coding, get into cybersecurity. That's great, man. Those jobs are paying you $200,000, $300,000 a year. But then also another area in tech that I've just recently learned about, which is absolutely amazing, tech sales, where they teach you how to go out there and represent the tech companies and sell for them. Man, these jobs are starting off at like $70,000 and making up to $120,000, $125,000 on the entry level tech sales job. So I just recently partnered with a company called Course Careers. You can literally take this course, a 4-week course, 4 to 8 week course for $497. Through my coupon code, you can get $50 off of it. Once you sign up for this program, watch this. They're going to actually help you get a job making $60,000 to $70,000 a year. Entry level. So wherever you are right now, that's entry. Then within a year, you could be making $100,000 on tech sales, okay? So they teach you everything you need to know about technology sales through their online tech sales course and connect you with a great sales internship at their partner companies. It's absolutely amazing. One of my guys, he'll be on the show here coming up soon. He went from living in the back of his car, living with his sister, homeless, to making $250,000 buying his dream car through this program, through tech sales. So you have 2 different areas in tech. You have the cybersecurity, coding, website building, graphic designing. That's through my partners over there at Bethel Tech. Then you have this program where they teach you how to sell, represent, and help build the companies. And the course is only like $400. And within a matter of a month, you can be making $60,000, $70,000 a year. Listen, I'm gonna drop their information in today's show notes. It's going to be anthonyoneal.com/tech sales. That's anthonyoneal.com/tech sales. Go check them out. They're going to give you $50 off of the course. It's $400, you guys. Check it out. You want to be a millionaire by the end of this year. If you want to really start positioning yourself to where you can start making $1 million, you can have $1 million invested, you have to do these 4 things during the recession. And it all starts with a vision. You got to write your defined destination so you can have a defined arrival. And if you're in a great position financially right now, if you're in a great position to where, I can make some moves, here are the 4 money moves you need to be making. Get into real estate, get into your mortgage yourself, or get into investing when it comes to the real estate. And you can check out my friends at Churchill Mortgage. They'll assist you with that. Number 2, start a small business. I really believe that all of us, you don't have to leave your job to start a small business on the side. You can do content creation for an hour a day when you come home, and you can be making an extra $5,000 a month. Let me and my team help you do that. Stop tipping the government. Stop giving the government free money. We got to pay our taxes legally and ethically, but there are ways we can save a whole lot of money legally, morally, and ethically. You got to stop doing that. And number 4, let's say, Anthony, I don't want to get into the side business. I actually enjoy working. I actually enjoy getting up, going 9 to 5. But I just want a better type of situation. I want to make more money. If that is you, you got to look into tech. If you want to get into coding, you can check out Bethel Tech. They're going to really get you solid, get you into a $250,000 position. Their program is 9 months long. And then you have tech sales, and they're going to help you within 4 to 8 weeks, get you in a position to where you can start making $60,000, $70,000 right now selling people. So I'm gonna drop all the information in today's show note. Let's check it out. It's your boy A.O. I love you. Let's get this bag, yo. Peace out.